Welcome to Patch Stats. Today is June 9th. Mets on this date since 2015 are 2-3. In 2015, it was not a great game. They lost 5-0 against the Giants, and they actually got no hit. Rookie Chris Heston no-hit the Mets. He had 11 strikeouts. Ruben Tejada struck out looking to end the game. Not a great game for the Mets. They were not hitting at that time, and that just only made it worse. In 2016, it was better. They won 5-2 against the Brewers at Miller Park. Curtis Granderson hit a leadoff home run, and Bartolo Colon pitched 7 solid innings. Jerry Familia got the save, and the Mets won the game. In 2017, it was a close game between them and the Atlanta Braves. The Mets hit 2 home runs, Curtis Granderson and Travis d'Arnaud, 2 solo home runs, but they would end up losing the game in the bottom of the 9th inning on a walk-off home run. Matt Harvey started the game, pitched 5 scoreless innings, one of his better starts of the year since he was pretty bad that year, but not enough for the Mets to win the game. In 2018, they lost 4-3 against the Yankees. They started off well in the first inning with 2 home runs, one by Todd Frazier and one by Asdrubal Cabrera, but that's all the runs they would score, and as the game went on, the Yankees scored a couple runs here and there. Steven Matz had a quality start, 6 innings of 3 runs, but Anthony Swarzak gave up a go-ahead home run to Aaron Judge in the 8th inning, and the Yankees won the game. In 2019, the Mets won 6-1 against the Rockies on a Sunday afternoon at Citi Field. Todd Frazier hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the first inning for the Mets, and that would be enough as they would score a few more runs later on. Noah Syndergaard, 7 scoreless innings with 7 strikeouts. As we all know right now, baseball is not being played, and we've talked about potential schedule formats. We've talked about an 82-game schedule format and a 114-game schedule format. Now we're going to talk about a 48-game schedule format, which is reportedly the owner's preference. So how this would work is that it would be 48 games starting on July 1st. It could end as late or early as September 9th. I'll explain later. It could have 23 off days and no doubleheaders. So they could format these games however they want since there are so little games. I'll get into that in a minute. For the division, it's 9 or 10 games against each team. So for one team at home, you have a two-game series. And then for every other team, it's a 3-2. Same thing away. You have two-game series. And then for 3 other teams, it's 1 3-game series and 1 2-game series. This is just for the Mets example. Their true division, the NL East. Now for the opposite geographical division, it would be 2 games versus each team. It would be randomly selected. This is how I just put it in as this one. So you'd have a 2-game series, 2-game series against 2 teams, 2-game series against another 2 teams, and then you have 1 game at home and 1 game away against your rival. Every team has a rival, and I'll explain the rivals in a later video. So, I mean, it's not that much, and because it's only 48 games. And as I was saying before, back to the division thing, they could format these however they want. With these 2, they can instead make the 2-2s 1 4-game, or they could spread out some of these. I don't know, they could spread out this, make it a 2, and make this a 3, whatever. They have options. They could shorten it or make it longer. They could have more off days or less off days. It's very much up in the air. Since there's a small amount of games, they can do more off days, which would create, a longer season of days, yes, but still same amount of games. I don't love 48 games. I think it needs to be longer, but it seems like if MLB and the players can't reach an agreement, that this is what it might look like. So, that's all for Patch Stats today. We'll see you tomorrow.